Hi, this is Isaiah Tronder, and today I will give you a speech about my partner, Sharif White's public, real, and ideal side. The public side of Sharif is normally shy, while the real side is actually an unselfish person, while whose ideal side includes becoming a helpful figure in his community. First off, I'm going to start about how Sharif is goofy. In class, he was known as the class clown. He made everybody laugh, and that was a big part of his thing with his classmates. They all loved him. They all loved his energy and what he would provide to everybody. So that was another thing about how he plays football. He made the whole team laugh. His spirit is always uplifting the room. Also, in bad times, everybody in life goes through bad times, and even through his goal was to make people smile and keep a smile on their face, because even when you're going through a bad time, you still have to keep a smile and uplift yourself, and Sharif is always uplifting the person around him. Now that we've explored the public side, the public goofy side of Sharif, now let's look at the real side of Sharif. The real side of Sharif is a very, very unselfish person. He always helping his family, because that's his main component. Like, his family, they stick together like glue, because, at the end of the day, people say family is the only thing you got. So anytime he can help his family, his mom, dad, grandma, brothers, and sisters, he's always there to help them, be there for them, comfort them. If they need advice, they go to Sharif, because he is that person that his family trusts to give advice. Also, Sharif went through his own sort of problems. And when you go through your own sort of problems, you have to help other people out. He had ADHD, and I would like that he let me explain that to you all, because when you go through certain things like that, it helps you get the bigger picture. And when you go through that, he took that personal experience and helped other people. And that really shocked me, because most people keep those things to themselves. Like me, I would have kept it to myself, but he used the ADHD to outreach to his community and help people that he knew had the same problems as he didn't want to see them feel like he did. Now that we've seen the public and real side of Sharif, let's talk about the ideal side, who wants to become a future community activist and be a leader for his community in the future. The ideal side of Sharif in the future will become a prominent community figure and a psychologist. Also, he's at Johnson C. Smith working on his psychology degree. He might get a minor yet in, I think it's computer engineering or some type of engineering. He hasn't decided yet. But the minor just helped boost his resume even more. He's a freshman, started off well with the GPA, and he's talked about how college is hard and it's getting used to from high school. The past year due to COVID, we all been online, so he's just still in all that phase. Now, another thing about him is his role in the community. He's very, very deep in his community. With his church, with his school, he loves helping people. And that's something that I thought was pretty cool, because he had some personal things in his background that everybody doesn't break out of that span, and he did. So I thought it was pretty cool that he did, and then he took those to help people in his community. He volunteers church, food kitchens, and all of that other stuff. Even he gives back to high school football. He was always volunteering. When he stopped playing because he had concussions, he still stayed there and volunteered. He works with a lot of younger kids and people with ADHD, because he already went through that. He doesn't want to see people go through that. Also, he might start a foundation later in life, because that's one of his main goals. So I hope you enjoy getting to know the goofy side of Sharif, the real and selfish side of Sharif, and the community figure Sharif. His favorite quote was "Never give up on yourself," because no matter what you're going through, and he has went through various things in life, he never gave up, and he keeps fighting, no matter the family situation, the school situation, because he says when you never give up, it's always going to be a better day eventually. So the tough times, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what I respect about him, that no matter what he does, he never gives up and always keeps a smile on his face. And I hope you enjoyed the public side of Sharif, get to know the real and selfish side of Sharif, and hopefully in the future you get to meet the community figure Sharif.